Yo, this is Alan Fenstermaker here with Pro Wrestling Archives. I'm here with Lance Anoai. How you doing, Lance?
I'm doing wonderful. Tired after this Super 8, man.
Awesome, man. How does it feel to be the winner?
Oh, it feels awesome. Like I said before, man, I've been doing this 10 years, and I always heard about the Super 8 tournament. That's always been a dream of mine. And to come here and be in my first one and also win it, it feels awesome.
That's awesome, man. Now, do you have any inspirations growing up to become a pro wrestler?
Yes, just following my family, man. I grew up traveling with my dad. My dad used to roll me around on his suitcase when he traveled to Raw, SmackDown, or not even SmackDown because there was no SmackDown, but just all the pay-per-views. He'd just bring me on his suitcase, and ever since then, I knew it was something I wanted to do, but I honestly never wanted to do it. I always was a baseball player.
Okay.
But after high school, I got the itch, and then I just wanted to do it, and then ever since then, I've been grinding and just doing what I can to make my family proud.
Awesome, man. Now, you said you played baseball before, too. Now, is there any kind of training that you do similar? How would you compare baseball to pro wrestling, the training?
Man, training is completely different. To train to be a wrestler, man, you got to expect to get hit by a car every single time you hit that mat, because they say your first time taking a bump feels like you're getting hit by a car that's going 35 miles an hour, and your body's just not made for it. Baseball, it's a whole different story, just conditioning-wise. So.
Okay. Now, what was your favorite era or time period in pro wrestling history?
It has to be the Attitude Era, just because how much different things were. It was more. It was entertaining, but it was also aggressive. There was always these savages. There's all these different characters. It wasn't a spot fest. It was just everyone had their own persona. Third generation. My father is head shrinker Samu, and my grandfather is Alpha, the Wild Samoan. My cousins are the Usos, Roman Reigns. The Rock is my second cousin. Umaga, Yokozuna, it's just my whole family. And there's even younger guys. There's my cousin who's still independent, who's killing it, Jacob Fatu, which is Tonga Kid's son, and then Sefa, he's Rikishi and the Usos' younger brother. So we're just going, grinding, and keeping the family lineage going.
Okay. Now, what are some of the highlights of your career?
One of my favorite highlights was, I forget what year, but it was in March. It might have been 2016. I brought my grandfather out of retirement, and it was me, my father, my grandfather, and my uncles, Manu and L.A. Smooth. We did a 10-man tag, so that was a privilege. 3 generations in one ring. So that was always one of my biggest accomplishments in professional wrestling. Outside of that, being able to tag with my father up and down the East Coast, especially with the head shrinkers, and being on WWE a few times, and I also have a WWE tryout coming up for the 3rd time. So hopefully it goes. They say 3rd time's the charm, so let's find out.
Now, what was it like in the WWE when you had your experience there?
Oh man, WWE is being there. It's like home. Every time I go on the road with them, just doing extra work or tryout, it feels like that's where I'm supposed to be. So I'm not gonna stop trying. If I don't make it, I don't make it. But I'm still gonna grind and perform in front of everyone, all up and down the East Coast, West Coast, all over the world, because it's something I love to do. But WWE, man, that's just one place I would love to be.
Awesome, man. Now, thanks again for doing this interview, and good luck to you, man.
Thank you.